Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1386, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. When it debuted, what Fox series was promoted as a weekly nationwide criminal manhunt? America's Most Wanted. What famous scion did President William McKinley invite to accompany him at the Pan Am Expo before he was shot? Answer: Robert Todd Lincoln. By the time he arrived, McKinley was already mortally wounded. He visited the president several times at his bedside. The name of the building known as the Taj Mahal means what? Crown Palace. On which U.S. coast can redwood trees be found? West Coast. Holden Caulfield is the anti-hero of which 1945 classic novel? Catcher in the Rye. In what organ of the human body would you find the cochlea? The ear. Where did Fonzie, Richie, Potsy, and Ralph go to drink sodas and play the jukebox? Arnold's Drive-In. What is the longest recorded case of the hiccups in history? 68 years. What year was the first Harry Potter novel published? 1997. How many times does the average heart beat each day? 100,000. Who's responsible for the Ballad of Cable Hogue? Sam Peckinpah. During the U.S. Civil Rights Movement in the 1960s, who said, "We declare our right on this earth to be a human being by any means necessary"? Malcolm X. What is the world's 9th largest country by land area? Kazakhstan. Which two scientists first proposed that DNA is structured in a double helix? Answer: James D. Watson and Francis Crick. Who was the first character Walt Disney created? Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. American actress Hedy Lamarr invented what technology that aided in World War II? Disguising radio transmissions. She created a new way of frequency hopping that made a radio signal move between different channels on its way to its destination. What year did the Seychelles gain their independence from the United Kingdom? 1976. What children's book by Louis Sachar features a palindromic protagonist named Stanley Yelnats? Holes. What country comprises most of the Jutland Peninsula? Denmark. Martin Chuzzlewit and The Old Curiosity Shop are novels by what author? Charles Dickens. How is Albert DeSalvo better known? The Boston Strangler. Which wine is released annually on the third Thursday in November? Beaujolais Nouveau. Who was the last king of Troy in Greek mythology? Priam. For which viral disease did Louis Pasteur develop a vaccine? Rabies. On Saturday Night Live, what Weekend Update anchor signed off with the line, "And that's news to me"? Kevin Nealon. What flower did Queen Victoria wear rather than a tiara during her 1840 marriage ceremony to Prince Albert? Orange blossom. It has become a royal wedding tradition ever since. Who was given a gift of a hat pin and a copy of Leaves of Grass on February 28th, 1997. Monica Lewinsky. What famous Dutch artist was born on July 15th, 1606? Rembrandt. What year was Lasse Hallström's film The Cider House Rules released? 1999. What is the point value of the letter Q in the standard game of Scrabble? 10. Who wrote the 1950s play The Rose Tattoo? Tennessee Williams. What are great waves resulting from earthquakes? Tsunami waves. On what TV show did the characters often hang out at the Warsaw Tavern? The Drew Carey Show. What does a fendersmith do? Maintains fireplaces. The city of New Orleans is on which river? Mississippi. Whom are the characters Vladimir and Estragon always waiting for? Godot. Which animal has a gestation period of only 13 days? Opossum. What island country announced its neutrality the day after the 1939 German invasion of Poland? Ireland. What is the Comprehensive Environmental Response Compensation and Liability Act, CERCLA, known as? Superfund. What is the most earthquake-prone state? Alaska. Which British physician developed the first effective vaccine against smallpox? Edward Jenner. Which Oscar winner studied opera as a teen? Meryl Streep. Alexander the Great was the leader of which empire? The Macedonian. How many herbs and spices does KFC claim to have in their secret recipe? 11. What famous author tried to get his wife committed to an insane asylum so he could live with his 18-year-old mistress? Charles Dickens. The study of human behavior and mind is called what? Psychology. Which dinosaurs had a thagomizer on its tail? Stegosaurid. A family of dinosaurs known for spikes on its tail. They probably used the spikes as a defensive weapon. Stegosaurus belongs to this family. What designer invented the Rubik's Cube? Erno Rubik. What medical procedures do the Germans call the Kaiserschnitt? A cesarean section. Which actor had a role in the Hannibal Lecter films Manhunter, Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal, and Red Dragon? Frankie Faison. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.